What is up, everyone? It is your boy Attach, and when I have my camera like this, when I'm sitting in my chair, you know something's about to go down. You know I'm about to be talking about something, just dropping some knowledge on whatever I talk about. And today we'll be talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered Competitive and Infinite Warfare Competitive, and just talking about all the things that's happening, the tweets that are getting sent out on social media, the actual gameplay itself, what we could do to fix certain things, and how to approach fixing them, not just tweeting out the game is shit. When you just tweet out this game is trash or this game is shit, especially when you're a pro player, obviously everyone else that follows you is gonna be like, yeah, I pretty much agree for the most part. Like, everyone's just gonna kind of go with what you say. When you're a big figure in the community and you actually care about Call of Duty Competitive, you know who to contact, you know the people to talk to about your concerns and what you want to get fixed or things that you just don't think are right in the certain game. So really, tweet out on social media. Obviously you can like express your concerns. I'm not saying that by any means just don't talk about anything, don't talk about the game at all, but just say it like better. Don't just be like, oh, this game's ass. Like, actually, if you provide some real feedback, some real content that people can kind of see what you're talking about, and then the developers or people that are working in esports or Call of Duty esports can maybe get changed or fixed, that's just a lot better way of approaching it than tweeting out this game is trash, and actually just like trying to work and get the game fixed, not just like showing out for social media and stuff. And yes, the game Infinite Warfare, it does have a good amount of problems. I know obviously they update all the Call of Duties, but there's a few people, I mean there should be more, but there's a few people still working with them trying to get things fixed. And I mean, it's not just easy. You can't just say, yo, fix this, and they're like, alright, yo, done, fixed. It has to like go through a lot of people and stuff like that, so it's not easy. But there are a few people that are actually trying to help the situation that we're in, because they're not just going to be able to be like, okay, well, people don't like IW, alright, well, IW is done, let's go play MWR for the season. Like, it's just not that easy. And from a developer and company standpoint, why would they want to do that? They are just going to be losing money doing that. They want people to buy their new game and keep going on the series. They don't just want to go back in time and play the older games that everyone's already played before. If they haven't, obviously they're going to make a bunch of sales on that game. They want to sell the new games and keep on selling the new games, and then adding the DLCs, supply drops, whatever into the game, and making more profit off that. They want to keep pushing the new game and make sure their new game is what they're mainly focused on. So we are probably not, I'm like 99.9% sure, almost 100, that we are not going back to Modern Warfare Remastered, because that game is not even good competitive either. That game is not good for competitive. Like, there would need to be a lot of fixes on that game too to make it competitive. I just like don't understand where some people are remembering this from. I was 10, 11 years old when that game Call of Duty 4 was out, and I still remember playing GB variant matches and exactly remember competitive. Domination in this game, we need a few fixes. You need to be able to neutralize the flag, because they've changed the spawn points drastically in respawn in Call of Duty 4 or in Call of Duty Remastered from the ones in the original Call of Duty 4. So everyone's acting like, oh dude, MWR is just like the fucking best competitive game of all time, because it's not. It is a good game, and it probably will get more viewership. Like, it definitely will get more viewership. People want to watch that game. But as the company, they just want to see the game that they created and all the future games progress, all the new games progress and do better. And obviously, the whole Call of Duty franchise is probably one of the most known video games, if not the most video game in the entire world. The Call of Duty is just huge. And they see esports, like the other games, just blowing up, like CSGO, Overwatch, League of Legends. They see that. And they could easily not care about competitive, because I feel like right now they're not really doing too much of the competitive. They're not like really gaining that much out of competitive, but they see the other games doing so well that they're like, I mean, we have the biggest video game in the world. Why not just try making it competitive like the other games? So they're definitely working on it. I know, I wish, like, bro, I wish they could just snap their fingers and make everything perfect, make $1 million tournaments happen every other month, like stuff like that. But that's sadly, in the sad reality, that's not how it's going to work. It's going to take years and years and years to not even perfect, but to get better, the tournaments to be ran, game competitive wise, because they make most of their profit, like, or not most, but yeah, pretty much like all their profit off of public matches, like supply drops, like that. Like, competitive really, I'm sure, makes that maybe a little bit of a difference, but it probably does not make that much of a drastic difference to them. So like, why would they even focus on it that much? And with that being said, that they are, like, Call of Duty is one of the biggest games in the entire world, one of the most known video games in the world. They could easily make it. They could make it like the biggest esport. Because right now people just kind of watch Call of Duty for entertainment or play it for entertainment. No one's really into the, not a lot of people are into the competitive side compared to some other video games, but they know like the potential they have, and hopefully one day, hopefully I'm still in the scene when it happens, but they hit their full potential, stuff's going well. But right now there's a lot of people, there's people working behind the scenes that are trying to make it so that happens sooner than later. Like, I promise you, I've met them before, and it's like, it's not just something that happens quickly. Like, sad, like, I really wish they could. I really wish that like all this stuff, like the tournaments, prize money, like everything, the games, the competitiveness of the games could be fixed and changed immediately. And maybe one day that will happen. But right now, it is not looking too good, and Infinite Warfare does need some fixes, and people or certain players are working behind the scenes with the people and trying to get them fixed, trying to let them know what they believe needs fixing, and hopefully it does get fixed. Hopefully we can make Infinite Warfare like the most competitive it can be, because right now a lot of people are unhappy with the current situation we were in, because we're not going to go back to MWR. We are going to probably be playing Infinite Warfare throughout the whole season, so we have to just try and make it as best and as competitive as it can be, and work with people that have that same goal in mind and wanting to do like the same thing and have the same end goal. And some of the things I have been seeing people say have been insane. Obviously they don't want to, like, they don't want to put out a shit, like a bad game. They don't want to mess their game up and have people play that. They want to make the best game possible, and people just like trashing it is not helping yourself or other people or the whole community as a whole. Like, you're just not helping anyone. We, as the people that are like the big players in the community, need to really just come together and help each other and help Call of Duty as a whole community make the game as best as it can be, so Call of Duty competitive can still like survive a few years from now. Because if we just keep trashing the games and saying they suck all the time, Call of Duty competitive is gonna be dead soon. It's gonna be dead. And then my channel is gonna have to be a vlog channel. I'm just gonna have to be vlogging, streaming on Twitch every day, and I want to travel to tournaments. I like traveling to tournaments. It's fun. And that's going to hurt the future generations of Call of Duty pros, Call of Duty players like that. Because there is a lot of things, a lot of plans that I'm sure they have. I'm not like, I haven't been told them or anything, but I'm sure there's a lot of things that they have planned for competitive or just Call of Duty in general. And we obviously don't want to just kill the series, kill the competitiveness of the game. We want to try and take what we have and try and make it as best as we can. Or what I'm trying to say is we just have to be a lot smarter the way we approach certain people and certain things, and talking to people or certain things we want changed about the game. We're just gonna really be smarter about that, and hopefully the stuff will get changed. I'm not saying all of it's gonna get changed. I'm not saying any of it can get changed, but there are people working to get things changed, get things fixed, and it's not easy. It's a very long process, sadly. I know it sucks for everyone. It sucks with people that want to change it. It sucks with like the pro players that want it changed. It's just a terrible thing. And they obviously want to make the best game or the best possible game they can. And I'm sure that's like within their best interest. They don't just want to have a bad game out there. And one day the whole Call of Duty community can be happy with a competitive game and $1 million tournaments multiple times a month. That would just be so awesome. But that's probably going to be in like 4 years from now. But right now we really just got to grind it out. Try and make the game as competitive as it can be. Because I really highly doubt that we're going to switch back to Modern Warfare Remastered. Like, even if, let's say everyone just fucking said, no, I'm not playing, I'm not going to events, boycott, blah, blah, blah. I highly doubt that they would even do that. They'd just be like, alright, well, Call of Duty competitive, gone, dead. And so, I just really don't think that's a good idea, personally. But as I was saying, Modern Warfare Remastered is a very fun game, do not get me wrong. I just don't think that game will be good for competitive. Infinite Warfare, right in its current state, is not the best. But it needs some fixing, and we need to be able to help them fix it, not just say your game is shit, because that just gets nothing accomplished. It just hurts literally everyone. Hurts your own image. The fans are just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna say the game is shit too. The developers are like, well, just screw these guys. They're just toasting our game. We have to try and do it in a professional manner. Try and get things changed in a professional manner and get everything fixed, and hopefully it does. That's like literally all I can say. Modern Warfare Remastered probably will not be competitive. I'm almost positive about that. If it is, I mean, cool. Like, if some people make some plays happen, Modern Warfare Remastered becomes competitive, I'll go to that game, start cooking fools with my MP5 and M16 with my nade spots over all the buildings. And that right there is going to wrap up the video. I just kind of want to say what I was thinking about the whole IW, Modern Warfare Remastered competitive situation. Like I said, MWR is probably not going to be competitive. IW will most definitely be the competitive game. I'm almost 100% sure. And we just gotta try and deal with what we have and make it and fix it and work till it gets to a competitive game. It's like the people in the community too, like they just kind of looks like they lost hope, But you can't lose hope, because if I don't lose hope, then it's just gonna end. So we gotta work hard, gotta grind it out with what we have, and try and get these things fixed. There's certain things fixed, and talk to the right people in the right manner. Don't just go running at them, yelling at them, telling that the game is bad. Actually address what you want changed, what you think needs to be fixed. Consult with other pro players. Talk to the people that know that can get stuff changed, and all that good stuff. Thank you guys all for watching the video. Hopefully it kind of did help open your minds to the competitive Call of Duty behind the scenes things and stuff that is happening right now, because there are people trying to get it fixed. Like I said, they don't just want to see Call of Duty die, and hopefully all the things that we want or can try make the game as the best as it can be get fixed. And that's what we're all hoping for. We just want a competitive game. That's what we want as competitors and players and people that just watch Call of Duty for fun. That's all we want. But thank you guys all for watching the video. As always, my name's Attach, and I'm out. Peace.